Hey guys, Backlog Gamer here, and I am bringing you a game called Orwell. This is just going to be a little let's play for it. I'll try and keep the videos short, not too long. I know that I personally don't like it when let's plays go into like the hour range. I don't know too much about this game other than that you are Big Brother, so to speak, and you're trying to keep people safe or whatever. So we're going to make my profile here. Congratulations, you have been selected for the Orwell test phase. Profile picture. I like this one. Yeah, I like that beard. And we're gonna call ourselves Backlog Gamer. Next step. We're gonna skip that. It is optional, so we're gonna skip it. Please agree. I am aware that my actions may severely impact the lives of citizens of the nation. I will work thoroughly and judge observantly in the best of my belief. While working, I will adhere to the laws and jurisdiction of the nation. Sure. I agree. Thank you for ensuring the safety of the nation's people. Your registration is now complete. Coolio. Started. Freedom Plaza. Freedom Plaza. Freedom. Whoa. I like this art style. I'm not doing anything. I don't know if I'm supposed to do something. Police record. I think this is just like a cutscene, maybe. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, that's not good. Oh, jeez. The clocks were striking 13. 13. You're online. Good. Call me Symes. Symes? I'm gonna call him Symes. Simes? Sims. I'm gonna call him Sims. Call me Sims. I will be your advisor on Orwell. Together, we will form both the first and the last line of defense against terrorism. For this test phase, you are one of the first people to try out the Orwell system under real circumstances, selected from thousands of applicants from across the globe. Normally, congratulations would be in order, but as you can see from that footage, there has been an incident. So let's get started. Alright, I've activated your reader tool. Awesome. Its purpose is storing bookmarks to online websites and documents for easy access, and to highlight when there's new information to be investigated. First, I want you to be informed of the situation. Our leading newspaper, the National Beholder, will bring you up to speed. Okay. Click on it, then? Yeah. Headlines. Okay. Don't give me a chance to read it then, that's cool. Feel free to browse the National Beholder. I've activated the profiler. Open the unknown person file once you're done. Alright. Bomb obliterates Freedom Memorial and kills 3. Explosion destroys the Freedom Memorial in Bonton. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. Authorities receive strange letter. Negotiations in Triflith failed. Pargesian president. aborts negotiations with opposition. Violent riots in Trifliff. Blaine encourages renewal. It's a good day to fall in love. Is it, though? With this? Read more. Oh, there's a lot of... Oh, that's not that bad. 7:50 on Wednesday. Explosion detonated. 3 dead, 5 wounded. It was completely destroyed. Closed off the area. Act of terror. Homemade device. Several hours earlier, there's an anonymous letter. The first 3 stanzas of the German folk song. I'm not going to try because I can't. The thoughts are free. Had reached local authorities. Public press statement condemning the assault, of course. Okay. Not much to that. A hundred gray shadows. Dude, I don't care about that. That doesn't have anything to do with this. I could pretty much just read the headlines and get the information I need out of it, I'm guessing. He said to go to the... This? Open the unknown person's file. This one. The profiler holds all known information on those we investigate. The file you have opened is for our main suspect. The blue-haired woman that the CCTV footage shows before the assault is no stranger to the police. Take a look at that arrest record. Where? You're not... Okay, wait. Take a look at that arrest record. Where's the arrest record? Is it this? No. Aliases, activities, personalities, Zeke. Background, maybe? I can't click on that. None of that's open. Contacts, accounts. Goodness, is there anything here? I'm clicking on the everythings. What arrest record? I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying. Am I supposed to, is there other buttons to click? No. This thing? Ah, here it is. I just have to go back. Why? Is there more stuff in the headlines other than that? No. It says there is. There we go. The highlighted elements in the record are pieces of data that are able to be extracted. We call these elements data chunks. Hovering over data chunks will reveal their relevance to the case and any connections or information it may influence. Oh no, is this going to be a detective thing? If this is a detective thing, I'm not going to be good at it. Drag and drop all data chunks from the police database into a See, I told you I'm not going to be good at it. Into a profile to upload them to our server. Drag and drop thingies. Okay, let's start with picture. Well, that's easy. Your name, get your name in there. Upload complete. Very good. Pictures and names are crucial information for Orwell to identify. Okay. Information in documents can only become a data chunk when it can clearly be assigned to a target person. Okay. Add the reason for Miss Watergate's prior arrest that has just been unlocked. We will need this info to progress. Well, I also need her... well, this is the tutorial, isn't it? Assault on police officer. Upload. Related document found. Good. With the data you extracted from the police records, a new document can now be accessed. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you believe in coincidence? I do not. Find data revealing where she attacked the police officer, and you'll see what I mean. Previously arrested for assault on a police officer. Suspect was arrested on site after Officer Franklin had been struck by an unknown object and became unresponsive. The protesters at the origin of the assault were forcibly removed, where the suspect was found kneeling and weeping on the ground. When asked to lay on the ground with her hands behind her back, the suspect cooperated. So, so there was a protest and an assault on a police officer, and she was crying, and she cooperated immediately. Is kind of interesting. Okay, so I have to go back. Is this woman a terrorist? Negotiations and this is a different. Okay, is this woman a terrorist? Why does the headlines keep popping up? Do I need to read this for this to go away? Okay, whatever. It's gone away now. Okay, bye. Mission complete. Yeah, see, it's gone now. Is this woman a terrorist? Woman allegedly injured a police officer 2 weeks ago remains in custody. Trial scheduled for August. Okay, I kind of feel very detective-esque, where it's like, look up all of this past information, news reports and whatever, and put it all together to try and find who done it. Who done it? I like that. Cassandra. Oh, it's just gonna highlight it for me, or am I gonna actually have to go out and find it myself? Who knows? The incident occurred during a rampage at the Freedom Plaza. Interesting. My one concern is that, based on the report, she was crying and very cooperative, which I don't know if that means that she was crying that she was caught, or that she accidentally killed him, or who knows. Could be one of a million things right now. This cannot be undone. Well, that kind of worries me. The exact same location as the assault. Then she turns up there, right before the explosion? Surely not a coincidence. As you know, Miss Watergate is still running around freely. We should find out why. We should also gather more background information on her. I want to know who we are really dealing with. True. Bringing her in for questioning might be good, but let's not jump to conclusions. There was a lot of people around that place. Could have been any of them. Maybe. Although she is the most likely suspect, so we should follow up on it. Okay, I'm supposed to figure out. Due to the chaotic nature of the scene, police have not yet been able to connect the crime to the accused. Okay, so she's not been connected of it. She's an artist. She's denied the accusation and has asked her fans to show their support. Okay. You don't believe in coincidences, but maybe I do. Oh yes, one who does street art by blowing memorials to pieces by any chance? You're kind of very super cynical, aren't you, Sims? Great. You have found another document. Before we go on, let's clarify your job and how it affects mine, shall we? Oh, we're getting to talk. You have extracted all the info I already knew about Miss Watergate. Starting now, I'm going into this case blind. The Orwell Ethical Codex dictates that investigators like yourself are the only ones allowed to access the documents of target persons. Advisors like me only get to see the data provided by the investigators. Oh, this is gonna get all gray area morale. This is gonna go all gray area on me, isn't it? A lot of morality to it. We will then draw conclusions and request action. Oh, so I'm gonna have to provide the data that ends up arresting people and giving them the ability to act on that data. So I could probably ignore something or add something else that could get someone arrested. So I'm gonna, oh, this is gonna be tough. I just know it. Your primary job is to provide information you deem important. Never give away incorrect or misleading data. You may hit disable on a data chunk you do not want to pass on to Orwell. However, some data chunks might be necessary to progress on the case. Oh boy. Let's keep searching about this person then, I guess. Cassandra's portfolio, I'm guessing. Her artistic abilities. Cassandra Watergate. Hi, I'm Cassie, a colorful inhabitant of Wonderland right behind the rainbow. Glad you found me. We're not going to use that. Finally found the courage to quit my my dull day job. Focus on my art career. Might be useful. Leave a message on my Utel account, the Cassie92, and tell me which piece you'd like. We're gonna need that. Be good to have information on where to find messages and stuff. Good, you found a chat handle. This will allow us to overhear any conversation on that account. The listener has now been unlocked. New conversations will appear whenever they are started. My beloved furball Kikio. I am not good with pronunciations of names. Sorry, guys. Yep, that beaut is me. I was never sure about the title, though. The Businessman's Forgotten Daughter, or Victim of Traditionalism in Pink. The Businessman's Forgotten Daughter. Daughter of Entrepreneurs. Might be important. We'll hold on to it for now, but not put it in there. Sandra's Gallery. A Christmas present for my darling. In a relationship. This was actually meant to be a private piece, but oh well. I'd have a hard time keeping it to myself. Daughter of a entrepreneur in a relationship. Those are good things. They're not. Previously arrested. Daughter of entrepreneurs in a relationship. Relationship. So you gotta kind of fill all this stuff out by looking around. That's interesting. I kind of like this. In the detective sense, not the actual spying on people thing. In this case, I think it's... No. I think that this is allowed in the sense where there's a probable suspect there at the crime scene with a criminal record on them, and so we need to look into it, just if anything, to make sure that we can clear their name fully. So that's cool. It's when it gets to like, oh, we see someone, you're just walking and there's a high probability that they're a terrorist, so we need to arrest them and stuff. It's like you have no actual proof, so it gets all gray area. So we're gonna keep playing this and see what happens. No communications. Don't tell me this is a game where I'm gonna have to wait for stuff to actually pop up. I can still get the date of birth if I go back to this. Arrested then. I think I can get the date. Wouldn't you already have the date of birth? What about her address? Arresting officer. Having hit the victim's head with a large brick. I don't even see her in here. There's nothing in there. Can I get more photos? Is that what this is all about? I wonder. Sorry, I'm trying to keep this moving forward. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do next. I go to the listener, right? New objective. Find information on Cassandra's social and occupational background. New objective. Find the reason why. Oh, you know what? I don't think I put that in that she quit her day job. Close. And this. Portfolio. Quit my dull day job. There we go. That's what I was missing. Interesting. We should find out what that job was. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Listener. April 13th session. Unknown person. Okay, this is where things get a little bit... We don't have any warrants to read into this stuff. Hey, you. Hey, Jossie. I can't seem to find my credit card. I assume you took it, right? You got me, Sherlock. I'm in the middle of buying Olive Bronton with that platinum card I lifted from your desk. Stole a credit card from an unknown person. Can't stop me now. Well, luckily for you, mind you going on a splurge as long as you pick up some wine for dinner. Wine? What does Joseph Langley, my fearless attorney and all-around man, have in mind for this time? Prob's just a business call from one of his favorite clients. Fearless attorney. Profile for a related person that can be accessed. Okay. Data chunks only appear for... Actually, yes. That is exactly what's going to happen. Very serious business, Cassandra. I thought as much. Guess I better pick up... one bottle should be fine. Ready buzzed to handle the business. She's a lightweight. Oh, whatever. I guess I shouldn't... Oh, they're doing all this type of... Big Pharma, aka my parents, then. Come on, I was only teasing. Daughter of pharmaceutical engineers. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Gotta go now. Text you later. Gay pharma entrepreneur. That does ring a bell. Session closed. I believe that this Joseph Langley is who they were. Is who they're dating. But I'm guessing she's also the wine. Does Joseph Langley, my fearless attorney and all around badass, have in mind this time? Just a business call from one of his favorite clients. Interesting. Can't read too much into it. Let's go back to reader. Let's go back to this. Products from the Watergate Pharmaceutical. Procedure closing raises manipulation suspicions. Investigation into the malicious injury of a police officer has been dropped due to lack of evidence. Orwell informs me you encountered a conflicted data chunk. Whenever the contents of two data chunks are at odds with one another, those will be shown as conflicted. When you extract one of the data chunks containing a conflict, the others will become invalid immediately. I'd highly recommend that you clarify the context of the conflict before you proceed. Though this is your decision, once the information has been parsed, there's no way to reverse your choice. The case that has been in the center of the media attention for the last month has finally come to an end. Cassandra W. was acquitted of the alleged assault against a police officer before the trial took place, with the case being closed due to lack of evidence. Interesting. However, the case might be reopened should new evidence be discovered. Meanwhile, the relatives of the victim expressed their disappointment on hearing the result of the lawsuit. What? The defense successfully brought video evidence depicting the incident in question. The suspect's lawyer, Joseph Langley... I can open up another profile, right? How? Ah, like this. Am I not allowed to... Fine then. Go back like this, go back to this. This is an interesting game, I kinda like it. Very detective-esque. They openly voiced their concerns that the wealthy family of the accused might have influenced the outcome in her favor. Parents resolved to a legal means to close the target person's criminal case. Procedure closing raises manipulation suspicions. Expressed their disappointment. They openly voiced their concerns. The victim, a father of 2 young sons, was rushed into the hospital where he is still in an induced coma. Criminal case closed due to lack of evidence. The wealthy family of the accused might have influenced the outcome in her favor. Let's keep reading before we go on one of those things. deal with a lot of stuff. Alright, that's their products. What about their company? Anything in particular that stands out? Cassandra Watergate. She was the junior COO of the industry before she quit her job to become an artist. She dyed her hair. Is that actually the same person? Appointed to be COO of a pharmaceutical company, probably by one of her parents. Being an artist and a junior COO seems quite odd. She also mentioned she had quit a dull job, didn't she? Well, this doesn't seem very dull to me. Documents that you have already reviewed may be updated from time to time as events unfold. The reader will notify you when that happens. The National Beholder just published a new article. You may want to take a look and see if there's any new information available. I'll get to that. Alice and Bruno's daughter, Cassandra. Well, this will open up a whole entire another section. Ah, now I see. Keeping it a family affair. Bruno Watergate, Alice Watergate, Cassandra Watergate. The business, the science, and the up and coming jobs. We are urgently looking for a chief operating officer to replace the retired, formerly appointed predecessor. Interesting. So she did quit. Or maybe I was wrong and nothing stays in the family. Ouch. This is probably what she meant about quitting her job. Good. Yeah, that is good. Okay. Crime rate continues to drop. Well, which one got updated? I don't know. Nothing there. It's probably the crime rate continues to drop one, right? That just says I have stuff in there still. Headlines. Delacroix, I think that's how you say it, Delacroix, gave a press conference early this morning. Drop in crime rate is all it really says. Anything about this? Nothing new there. There is something under here. What? Safety bill. What is this then? Oh. Leads you to this thingy. Safety bill. Terrorist incident of 2008. Training local military forces. Peacekeeping mission. Elections. Projects. Power positions. Nothing there. People? How about people? People might help. Robert Blaine. Any names familiar yet? Arthur Scott Galhard. Delacroix. Faulkner. It doesn't come on until down here. We'll get to that in a second. Participate. Anything here? Nothing. To that end, Mr. Faulkner created the Parges Peacekeeping Mission, PPM. Where does this lead back? Just back to this? Just leads back to this. That was a whole waste of time in my opinion. Unless there's something to it I'm missing. There's still stuff in here? You're right, there's still that stuff in there. Oh, there's... Oh, okay, all of that again. This is getting to be a lot. This is just one person. There's that other thing, right? No. I like that they do that so you can know that there's still stuff in there. Go back to the listener. Anything out here still? So. What are you gonna tell them about us? Yeah, so they are together after probably the whole entire thing. What am I still missing here? Got a place to find information. Got different things. We'll get into that in a second. Still don't know her address or date of birth, how old she is. And we still have all of this problem here. This guy, who she's now dating, essentially, was her lawyer to help get those charges dropped. And then her parents, again though, the whole entire thing, maybe they did do that and pay them off so that it was gone, but at the same time, that still doesn't equate to terrorism. Especially because her whole entire, unless she's completely rebelling against her parents in some way, I don't know. Let's look at other profiles. Okay, so now we got even more profiles to go off. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it here. We did a lot of good detective work figuring out about Cassandra Watergate, and we're gonna be getting more into Bruno and Alice Watergate and Joseph Langley, figuring all that stuff out. That's gonna have to be next time, though. Like I said, I try and keep these things as short as I can. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see what happens with the Watergate family and all the other terrorist incidents in the nation. And I will see you guys next time.